Hi, I see that you made sheets here, but you didn't make PDFs of the sheets. So if you take a look at the assignment instructions, it asks you to make a PDF. I would delete the sheets you don't need here. So some of them we don't need. I didn't ask for, like interior elevations details, just to keep yourself straight. But if we can take a look at the ones that you did create, I'll try to give you some feedback. So one, the project numbering isn't correct, so take a look at the CAD standards and you'll see how they're labeled. So I created a video on the National CAD Standards. It's here and it's here, and you can look for those to see how your drawings should be numbered, because they are not numbered correctly in the PDF that I gave you, so I wanted you guys to problem solve that. You can also check out the National CAD Standards online to find this document that I'm reviewing in the video. Also, please review the video for dimensioning standards. So that is located here. Your dimensioning is not correct right now. So when you dimension, the first dimension string is to the center line of doors and windows. The second dimension string that you have shown is correct, and the overall dimension string is correct. You need to show the dimension from the center lines of doors and windows. These dimensions right here, I'm not sure what these are, but these are not correct. You can remove all the interior dimensions. For the next step in this project, please add all the fixtures to the bathroom, so the toilets and the sinks and the vanities, and also add the kitchen cabinets. This is not the proper way to label doors. Please use the way that we looked at in class. So that would be to use a door tag. I know this is how they label them on the residential drawing. If you want to add a tag in addition to keeping that, you can, and just want to make sure you know how to use the tags as well. But overall, your plan's looking really good, just some minor things you need to update. For this upper level drawing, make sure you turn off the underlay so that you can't see the first floor below, because it makes it very difficult to read the second floor. So turn that off. The room tags are also not correct. You want to use the room tags that were shown to you in chapter 15 of your textbook. There is no basement below a garage. That is not a thing that people do. There is a 3-foot foundation wall, so you'll probably want to, this wall needs to be shortened to 3 feet, and then the footer can be underneath that, but there is no basement level there. Also, this roof, it goes in front of this roof right here, so, or this piece you can extend out, but there is a piece of roof that extends out right here, so you're going to want to add that. Without being able to see the PDFs, I can't provide you a ton more feedback. Please submit those. The other thing I'll say is just make sure that this roof type is correct. It's only at 9 1/4, and if you take a look at our drawing, you're going to see that actually our roof is going to be a 2x10, so that's right, and it has 5/8 inch sheathing, so let's just double check that. Sorry, I was thinking I just looked at someone's floor, which wasn't correct, which is why I said that. So this is 5/8 inch sheathing according to our drawing, so you need to change that. But make sure that you duplicate it and rename it before you change that. The other thing with the floors that I just want to make sure of is that you have the correct floor type. So, yep, if you have so you need a surface above the floor, so you're going to want to insert, and you need some sort of finish layer. So probably wood or carpet you're going to want to put here, and then add a thickness to that. So add that in. The other thing that's on our floors, you have it, is the 3/4 inch and then 11 1/4. Yeah, but definitely add a finish layer to that floor. Also make sure the stairs are aligning with each other. It looks like they're slightly different from the first floor to the second floor, so they want to be right on top of each other. As you can see in this section, they line right up. Okay, and something's happened here with the footing, so it's right, it should be a dashed line, but it should be dashed on the other side as well. I'm not sure. You might want to look at your visibility and graphics settings to see why that's coming through that way, but it should be a hidden line here. This whole element should be hidden. And I don't know why you did a basic wall for a footing. Maybe that's why, because that's not how you add a footing. So when you add a footing, if you go back to your book, we actually learned how to do that. You're going to add a structure. It's going to be a wall foundation right here, and then it's going to be one of these. So you're using a bearing footing, and then you'll just click on the wall and it places that footing below. And then it's a structural foundation. You'll have to go into visibility and graphics and override the graphics so it's a hidden line. And that again was an exercise that we did in your textbook, so go back through and look how to do that. And if you look at this in 3D, you'll be able to see the footing that I just put in right there. So it is a structural foundation. Oh, these are just hidden lines that you made, so you're going to want to delete those. Yeah, definitely. So these are all created incorrectly, these footings. Delete those out and place the structural foundation by using structure, and then wall. Again, you can reference back to your textbook where we did that exercise. One other thing, it looks like your foundation wall is not aligning with your wall, so I can see right here that this wall is not aligned with this one. So make sure that when you look at your basement level, you may want to take a look at the underlay of the first floor above, which I think maybe is this. Yep, and you're going to want to align this floor with that level. So you can use the move tool. You can select the endpoint to endpoint. However you want to do it. If it's locked, it's probably going to create an issue, and it's going to keep pushing things, so that's the only thing about lock on walls. You might have to unpin it to be able to do this. But you definitely have to get these to all line up to the wall. Yeah, I see that you have it locked, so you're going to have to unlock and unconstrain everything. So you're probably just going to either delete all your dimensions or unconstrain them. And then you're not going to move your walls. We're not making them bigger or smaller. We just need to move them so that they align properly. But again, they're not going to do that. It's going to keep moving your spaces unless you delete all the constraints first. So that's kind of the pain about when you lock stuff together.